Since 1932, these two programs have defined conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. For nearly a century, this venue has stood on the grounds of the Texas State Fair. Glad to have you with us from the Cotton Bowl. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. This is a team that has been terrific all season long, one of the best offenses we've seen, but their quarterback is a senior. That's why the guy standing by me down here on the sideline here today is so important. He is a five-star quarterback recruit. They want to put a show for him today, let him know if he comes here, he can step in and play right away. They want to make sure he knows this offense is built for him. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. The Sooners headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll run this play from the pistol. Handoff to the lone back. Fighting off the defender. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Keep it on the ground. Driven back.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Changing the routes with his receivers. Third down from the gun, Manning. Out wide right, it's Wingo. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Play clock was down to 2 seconds, but they call a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Fourth down, Manning. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. They burned a couple early, now down to just one timeout to work with. This offense has it with really good field position. On the run, it's Blaylock. Enough to move the chains. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown Sooners! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right back to it. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Payne. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
To the back. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Oh, it's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
The Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Got enough for the first down. He's loose down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's shown it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And they did tack on the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And man, did he find a way to close with that 48-yard run for 6. Coming out with it, it's Rodgers. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Takes the handoff. It's Blaylock. Defense all over it.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around. And this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's Bentley. Right side, it's Blaylock. Breaks into the open. Crosses midfield. Past the 30. The tag. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Plows through the defense. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Manning. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. We reached a quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, first down here. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. The handoff. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. running from the gun on third down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that throw.
And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Looking to throw, it's Bentley. Out wide left, it's Blaylock. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Follows his blocks. It's Blaylock. He locked up and held on to bring him down. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Third and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Quick give. It's Simon. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, running back on the move. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Might as well run him again. He's got the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Out wide right, it's Thomas. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Running inside. It's Blaylock. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season?
You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And now on second down for this offense. Off the boot, looking for his man. Caught in the backfield, it's Blaylock. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on third and long. To the air, it's Bentley. Left side, it's Blaylock. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on third down. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their third timeout. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Going downfield for the big play. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt.
That is just a play you've got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Arch is going to throw for it. Trying to burn this defensive back. Grabs it inside the 15. And he scores! Touchdown, Texas!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back to throw, it's Bentley. Out wide left, it's Thomas. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Drops back on first down. The screen, he's got wheels. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now. I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Third seconds short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Buying a little time to his left. He's got it inside the 25. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And this offense chooses aggressiveness, man. Third down and short, a lot of people think run, be physical. I got 4 downs. They say no, bro. I know your defense is going to be aggressive. I might get a look I want to get. They got the look. Throw the bomb down the field and make the big play.
And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Man, that is going to haunt this quarterback. He had his receiver running a deep route. He was open, and the QB overthrew it. Man, that sucks.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking to pass. It's Bentley. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Blaylock. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be fourth down. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they go back on top. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Rutgers, taking on the Old Dominion Monarchs. And it's the Scarlet Knights in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone-booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. That kind of play will get a drive started or help the field position. They've got it at the 27.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Grab behind the line. It's Thomas. There he goes. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Using his legs, it's Blaylock. He breaks a tackle. He's now up to 71 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Buying time to his right. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, it's Blaylock. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Bentley. Right side, it's Blaylock. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Bought a little time, lets it go. Left side, it's Thomas. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Immediately. And the Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points. His 17th touchdown of the season and 3rd of this game. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. No chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Going to the running game. Turning it on! And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Here's Manning to throw. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Making the adjustment on the play. Dropping back, it's Manning. Rushes on. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. I mean, not only were those two guys not on the same page, I don't think they were in the same playbook. They barely looked like they were on the same team. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Lines us back in the middle. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, look, I know this guy's not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
And the Longhorns have their offense in high gear. Got a man. It's Payne.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Throwing Manning. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
He gets it oh so close to that imaginary yellow line, but I think he's going to be just a tad short. And some great 4th down defense against the run.
And listen, we know this QB wants to take off. 4th down, go time, got to make a play. Defense locked in, dialed in, got to him, got him on the ground, didn't let him get to the sticks.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Hits the hole. It's Blaylock. He now has 79 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes. And he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark, and when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
He's stopping. He's got enough to move the chain.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
The Sooners will have it 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Simon. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
The Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Gets away. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
And the Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their 3rd timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. Hits inside. It's Blaylock. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. He now has 115 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. They give it back to him. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And this drive feels like it's just gone on forever, right? The clock is just ticking away. The defense is aware of that. It's got to be frustrating because you just allowed another first down, fresh set coming up. You've got to do something to stop this bleeding.
The Sooners will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown Sooners! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Getting set for the point after. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Dangerous screen into traffic. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Longhorns want to move quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
He'll pull it down and run. Oh, he's got some space. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Making the adjustment. To throw, Manning. Rush right in his face. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Under pressure. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Going the other way, and he's got room. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Arch Madness. Can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost them a big play on 1st down.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter.
Moving out to the right. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Quickly to the tight end. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that third down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Out wide right, it's Coleman. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out wide left, it's Lockett. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. The Longhorns go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Here's Arch to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his target. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
And the Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Looking downfield, it's Manning. They're all over him. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Manning. Looking to the end zone. Dangerous throw near the goal line.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. It was the Sooners who put the horns down in Dallas today in the Red River Showdown, and they'll take that golden hat north of the river. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.